Have you ever wondered how the Pope, the spiritual leader of over 1 billion Catholics worldwide, is chosen? It's not like electing a president or picking a new CEO. The process is ancient, full of tradition, and wrapped in mystery. Imagine this. One man's decision can influence the direction of the church, inspire millions, and impact global politics. But here's a fact that might surprise you. Popes are chosen for life. That means a new pope is only elected when the current one dies, or, in very rare cases, resigns. The last pope to resign was Pope Benedict XVI in 2013, the first to do so since Gregory the Westminster in 1415. If you've ever been curious about what really happens behind the closed doors of the Vatican, this video will take you inside that process. You'll learn about the rituals, the votes, the smoke, and the moment when the world hears Habemus Papam. We have a pope. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Scripture Wisdom for more videos that explore the fascinating world of faith, history, and tradition. So how does this unique process work? It all starts with a group of men known as cardinals, not the birds or the baseball team, but senior leaders within the Catholic Church who wear red robes and are known collectively as the College of Cardinals. Although they have many responsibilities, one of their most important roles is to elect the new pope. But not just any cardinal can vote. Only those under the age of 80 are allowed to participate. Once a pope dies or resigns, these cardinals travel from around the world to Vatican City to begin the sacred task of selecting the next leader of the church. This election process happens inside a special gathering called the Papal Conclave. The word conclave comes from the Latin term meaning with a key, because during this time the cardinals are literally locked away in the Sistine Chapel. Yes, they're locked in until they come to a decision. While this may sound intense, they do receive breaks if the process takes several days. The conclave usually starts 15 to 20 days after the Pope's death or resignation, giving the church time to mourn and prepare. On the first day of the conclave, the cardinals cast one vote. Each cardinal writes the name of the man he believes should become the next pope. After collecting all the ballots, they're read aloud and counted. But here's the catch. No one can become pope unless they receive a 2/3 majority vote. If no one gets enough votes, the ballots are burned, and black smoke rises from a special chimney above the Sistine Chapel. This smoke signals to the crowd waiting in St. Peter's Square and to viewers watching around the world that a new pope has not yet been chosen. If several rounds of voting still don't produce a winner, the process changes. After a day set aside for prayer and reflection, only the top 2 candidates from the last vote are allowed to be voted on. This is where things get intense. These final votes continue until one man finally receives the 2/3 majority needed to become the new pope. At this point, something incredible happens. The ballots are burned again, but this time white smoke rises from the chimney and bells ring out through the Vatican. That's the moment everyone has been waiting for. Confirmation that a new pope has been chosen. But even then, it's not official. The man chosen must first accept the role. He is asked if he accepts his election as the Bishop of Rome, which is the technical title for the Pope. If he says yes, he then chooses a new name to reflect this new chapter of his life. He is led into a small red room called the Room of Tears, where he changes into white papal robes and puts on a white skull cap known as a zucchetto. Then comes the most dramatic moment of all. He steps out onto the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, and the announcement is made. Habemus Papam, we have a pope. From there, the new pope delivers his first blessing and may even give a short speech to the faithful who have gathered below. It's a moment of joy, relief, and excitement as people around the world welcome their new spiritual leader. This entire process, from beginning to end, is designed to ensure that the man chosen to lead the Catholic Church is selected with deep thought, prayer, and consensus. It is a mix of history, tradition, and faith that few other institutions can match. What makes this process even more fascinating is that technically any baptized male Catholic can become pope. He doesn't have to be a cardinal, bishop, or even a priest. However, if someone who isn't already a member of the clergy is chosen, he would need to be ordained a priest and then a bishop before he could officially accept the role. In practice, though, popes have been chosen from within the College of Cardinals since the 14th century. The entire process is a powerful reminder of how tradition and faith guide one of the world's oldest and most influential institutions. It shows that even in today's fast-paced modern world, some decisions are still made with deep thought, spiritual reflection, and a touch of mystery. The conclave may seem secretive, but it's rooted in the idea that such an important choice must be made with care, humility, and prayer. So the next time you see that white smoke rising from the Vatican, you'll know exactly what it means and the powerful journey behind it. From the locked doors of the Sistine Chapel to the joyful cry of Habemus Papam, the selection of a pope is a story of faith, unity, and centuries-old tradition coming to life. If this video was helpful and interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Scripture Wisdom for more inspiring and educational content. Whether you're curious about Christian history, spiritual growth, or powerful stories from the Bible, this is the place to be. And remember, behind every ancient tradition, there's a story waiting to be told, and we're here to share it with you.